spent a lot of time today working on this piece, even though it doesn't look like much. I did get the bead roller out and I got a bead in there because that rocker does have a factory bead in there, and I wanted to kind of see if I could match it. So looking at the back side of this actually right now, I have my pattern here, the profile, and I got this other piece that I made up to kind of tie that all together. I'm thinking maybe I can weld this to that and get that in the car. So yeah, I got some hours into just this and trying to get that fitted on the car, but hey, a little bit at a time, right? So with the help of our good buddy Jim Lutenin and his nice sheet metal brake, I was able to go over to his place and bend this up. So I had my little pattern here, and yeah, that turned out quite well. So we'll get that fitted up to the car and see where we're at. Hopefully I did my homework and it's going to fit. So I took this inner fender out, and Ford definitely gave us the variety pack for fasteners. So you've got a T25, I think it is Torx. You got a screw here with a 7mm hex, and then a few of these are probably 3/8 or 10mm push pins. Kind of worked them loose with the screwdriver and then this other tool, and then yeah, once they're out far enough then they pop right out. But yeah, this inner patch goes up in, yeah, it's dark, but it goes up in there. Let me turn my light on so you can see that. It goes up in there, and then there's one bolt for the fender right there. Yeah, there's probably more in front here, but we'll just do a little bit at a time. So you can do. So I got the fender off, and there's holes in the front of this last little piece of the outer rocker. So what I'm going to do, I did end up cutting the end of this off, kind of on an angle, kind of lined it up with the fender. So I'm going to take my little channel box, sure, here, these, and then just bend that over a little bit on the end, kind of roll that around, and probably end up cutting a piece like this and forming it in here and welding that just to make it like it was when it left the Ford factory. So we'll see how that goes. For my next trick, I'm going to attempt to weld this piece in. I'm going to tack the outside and then use a grinder and grind on an angle to make these two pieces level as I weld along this line. So this was made popular by Tony Fitzpatrick, YouTuber, Fitzy's Fabrication. Yeah, he is a master at this trick. So I mean, he's done it a lot. He's had several videos on showing it, and it's pretty cool. It works really well. I've used it before on floor pans and such, and yeah, it's a very good technique. So we'll get started on that, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get it going. Moving along pretty good. I had to get creative right down in there. Focus. Right down in there. I couldn't get my die grinder with my tiny cutoff wheel because the door was kind of in the way here. So I used a hacksaw blade locked in a pair of vice grips, and I just kind of down in there. Well, you get the idea, but Yeah. I cut it through there. This one I was able to get to with a die grinder. I didn't get past there yet, so I'm going to have to, hopefully I can get in there with something. All else fails, I've got my Dremel. Probably sneak in there with a tiny little, what is that, like a 3/4 inch cut-off wheel on a Dremel. Yeah, I mean it'll cut, but better not be in a hurry. So it's taking shape. I've got some big gaps to fill, so I got my coat hanger there and keep on hammering at her. Here's a tip for door removal. If you have to remove a door and you can get to the hinges, drill a hole suitable for a nail this size. I think this is an 1/8 inch drill bit. So I did top and bottom. That way, if you have to put the hinge back on, you can use these little siding nails for a locator pin. Kind of takes the guesswork out, or most of the guesswork out. We can get it back into the same spot. So yeah, it looks like Ford did the right thing here on this, and these are just like little sockets that plug in. When you loosen up this ring, you can unplug the whole wiring harness from the A-pillar and take out 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and the door is going to be free, I think. So if you have to pull that out to get in there and do the old cut and butt on my upper patch, that's kind of the plan. Maybe I can just loosen that up and tip the door out. That'd be nice. Hey, believe it or not, I got that cut out. It was with the little die grinder with a cutoff wheel. And here's my piece. So yeah, get in there and hopefully I can start welding that in. Keep welding the top piece, keep welding and grinding and all that fun stuff. Alright, I've been welding and grinding and welding and rinse and repeat and all that. Decided I was just going to stop there. The stuff's just way too thin to really trying to grind and float this off, metal finish it off. So it's going to get the old fiberglass body filler. It'll get filled anyway. My lower outer rocker part has to meld into this one, so that's the plan. Not real pretty down here, but like I say, more weld and some filler. But I think that's going to leave this video. This video is getting kind of long, and I'll put that out there for you guys to see, and hopefully you'll like it and you'll hit that subscribe button and give it a like and share, and we'll catch you on the next one.